your father being this actual Latin superstar that he was?
Okay, so this story is really cool because my sister tells it really good too, as well. I don't know if you know my sister Audrey.
Audrey, yeah.
She's a meteorologist in New York and Fox 5 and does her thing. So me and Audrey, we were probably, I'm going to say the year, had to be in the 80s because she was a big, huge fan of Menudo. Okay, so this was before Ricky Martin was in the band. So it was like Johnny, Xavier, Ray. I forget their names. You know, these were like the Backstreet Boys of Spanish. And they were performing at Madison Square Garden. And my sister was crying for these tickets to go. So we got tickets. My father got the tickets, but he went with us. Tito Puente was sitting in the audience at a Menudo concert at Madison Square Garden. So you're talking about 18,000, 20,000 people. This is when that first tour with Robbie Rosa was in the band, and it was English, and the Cannonball, and they were doing the dance and all that. So we were sitting in the audience, and of course, the guys in Menudo recognized my father in the audience. The entire arena, entire garden, the lights went on us, the lights went on my father, and it was a standing ovation, and the concert was over. That was it. It was like Tito Puente was there. Wow. So Menudo was a very big, influence. They were influenced by my father and, of course, other Puerto Rican greats. So that was really the first time that we realized how popular Tito Puente was. It must have been at least 8, 9, 10? Wow. Right in that pocket. It was in the 80s, early 80s. So
were you traveling with them, running off or no?
No.
So you were always staying at home?
Man, I was into heavy metal, Michael Jackson, Phil Collins, Bon Jovi, New Yorker.
That kill your father?
Oh, he hated it. He hated it. He did not care for rock music or hip hop or any of that. He didn't really care for the rock version of his song that Carlos Santana redid in the 70s.
I read that.
It was just really amazing to see how anti pop he was. He was into jazz. That was his thing. Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald. Tito Puente was into that. He was into Afro-Cuban rhythms. And Afro-Cuban music all the way, Arsenio Rodriguez, Machito, Tito Rodriguez, all the greats, Benny Moré, all that, Afro-Cuban music was Pop's thing, and mixing it with Dizzy Gillespie and Duke Ellington and all that. So he didn't really care for pop music at all. He didn't really, when he heard Gloria Estefan for the first time, he's like, that's not really mambo, man, But that was such a popular song at that era in the 80s, at that time. So, but that's when we finally figured out what his impact in the world was.
Okay.
And
so 8, 9, 10, right in that area.
Right in that area, yeah. I didn't. Before that, we were very, I guess, with mom, because my father was on the road a lot, so he wasn't really at home. So we didn't really know what he was doing. And when you're 5 and 6 years old, you're not really realizing what your parents are doing. They're just going out there putting food on the table, and that's really what was important.
But you notice he was gone a lot. He was
gone a lot, man. Yeah. Gone a lot, like super a lot. We didn't even know. We would see him on TV more than we would see him in person.
Wow.
So Canal 47, Telemundo, Univision, all that. Everyone was playing TV shows, and he would do all the concerts, in New York as well. And then we would see him on the sides of buses, on billboards. His face was everywhere. His name, flyers. Back then,